To grab the hips here, right? And I want my legs engaged, and I want my hips off the mat, right? So here, not a very good crab ride because my hips are very, very far away, right? We're just hanging out here. This isn't really what we're looking for, right? So I use my hands and my core, right, to help pull my hips up here, right? And a good drill to start, right? Make sure you have your hooks in, by the way, but a good drill to start is just working back and forth from each side, right? I like to pinch in with my knees and keep my hooks engaged. And we're just gonna pop and go to this side here. And we go back, and we're here, right? And what I want with my hooks, what I'm looking to do is I have my feet on the inside, and I want my knee on the outside of the legs. Maybe I can do it on this side, right? Where I'm like pinching in here.
You should like his toes pressure is going that way and his knees are going that way, so I can't, it's hard for me to get my leg out.
Yeah, I don't want my shin perpendicular to his leg, right? I want to pinch it, and this will help me keep good control here, right? And I'm just getting comfortable with being up on my shoulder and engaging my hips, and you know how much strength it takes to keep me attached, right, and comfortable. Back and forth. If you get too far away, you can scoot in. If you're too close, you can back yourself away.
Like, look how high his legs are, and then look, his knee is like, there's very, I mean, I can put my hand here through here, but this space is pretty tight, and I can't just like, you know, you can see his toes are pointed this way, and then this leg, usually if this leg were light, we would use this to kick this off, but because he's doing essentially the same thing on this side, my legs are not, he basically has me locked up here, right? So, go back, so you can see, and he's stacking me, right? So I actually feel like he's pushing my knees back to my head. Yeah, so if I'm here, so here it's like I could go like this, right? The most I can do is go to his side. I can't even go really backwards because he's controlling my shins, right? So even if I try to roll backwards, I don't think it would be hard for me to do it. So this is like really good tight control. So if we're here, I can tilt to a side, but I can't really get away.
Anyway, so the next thing is going to be going into leg drag, right? So we're going to take one foot off here, and we're going to put it to the outside of the other foot, right? So my hips are engaged, this foot comes across, right? I'm going to stick my knee kind of down into that space here, kind of stapling the leg, right? And I can put, let's get situated here, good, and then this leg over.
Don't ruin the great part.
Oh wait, that's the same thing.
Boom.
You gotta eat your meat before you can have any pudding.
Thank you, Pinky.
Right, and I'm just trying to like make sure that my feet stay behind his legs. What I don't want is to like bring this over here, then he's gonna, do crazy things to it. Right, so the stapling concept is super important, right? When we go to leg drag and we come up, we need to make sure we have our foot and our knee on both sides of the leg, right? That way he can't roll over on a knee bar. Right, if this is out here, you're gonna have a really bad time.
That's good. I like that. You should do that more often.
So like part of this practice is like learning how to hide your own limbs while staying attached. So I never let this knee dangle through. I never let this leg dangle through. I always behind.
Yeah, People are going to be pulling too, right?
Yeah.
I'll definitely try to pull this, but yeah, now once it's there.
One drill I also really like, because this used to happen to me a lot while rolling, and I never really had a good answer for it. But sometimes, like, when we're rolling, people end up falling off you in really weird ways, like they were in mountain, they just like fell back. And if we end up in this spot, this is really awkward, right, for a lot of people, because Ruch's first instinct is to get back on top, right? But if he tries to just sit up, right, his own feet are in the way, I'm underneath him, right, it's going to be difficult for him, right? So he can't like immediately get on top. He's going to have to do something first in order to make this movement happen, right? Me, right, my goal in a situation like this arises, I want to get my knee, my top knee, through the middle of his legs, right? And that'll give me connection to his hips, and I can start turning his body in an efficient way. So if I find myself here, right, I'm going to try and stick this knee through here, right? So now it's like the teeth in a gear, right? We're both gears, and then this is how we're making this connection, right? And I want to use this connection here mainly to turn his hips, right? Because it's like the spokes on a wheel, right? But I'm trying to turn his hips, so I want to push his hips away and like continue driving that knee through. Alright, so a lot of the times, right, again, like a lot of people's first instinct is to like try and sit up, right? But it's hard because my legs are in front of me and he's in front of me. The solution is instead to go belly down, right? Which is weird, but once we get this knee in, right, I want to focus on turning my hips down. That way I don't run into them, right? And we get this knee
I'm stuck down here.
across. And it's easy for us to drive because I'm able to push off the floor here, as opposed to trying to use my core muscles to sit up into. Right? So we'll just be hanging out here, right? Get this knee through.
So often happens.
Control the hips. This happens to me a lot when I'm escaping, especially like the mount. Yeah, so one thing that I do for some reason is I like to get into this position here. And then sometimes turn them over, or let's go this way. Can we go this way? Push your weight back on me. Yeah. Oh. Right, and we end up in these weird situations. So, like when they fall, I'm just trying to get my knee, through. I also really like this connection here.
That's good. Oh, go. Look at that. Bam.
So that's kind of what we want to think about when we're coming up here, right? I want to really get my knee in and point the knee towards the floor, and not try and go into the leg necessarily, but more like focus on like pointing my knee and getting it as far through as I can. Alright, so this one requires a little bit more hip movement because I really got to get my hips up and around into this space here. Alright, so again, this foot is going to go ankle to ankle here, and I'm going to pull my hip so that my hip is touching his hip. Alright, and I'm going to use my, in this case, left foot, my ankle foot, to help position his leg and maneuver my hook into place here. Right, if I'm on the ground, it's not going to work. Right, if my hip is on the ground, even if I like set up my perfect position here, it's very difficult.
And you can get
right, because you're taking away 1 degree of freedom here. Right, so if I'm up here, now I can move myself around to accommodate my own needs to get this transition done. Because everyone's legs are going to be a little different.
Look at this knee, guys. So look how far it is. It's like it's on my chest, or on my, right, like in the middle of my chest. That's pretty good. Go back and do that a couple times so that the people can see. So here, he gets his hips up. Here, see that felt like that wasn't as good of a. You didn't throw your knee across. Oof, you did kick him in the face. So thank you. If it doesn't work, guys, always just kick him in the face there. Yes. Oh, this is still good.